So when you book in for a triathlon bike fit, what we do is we send out a confirmation email, and in that email are the details of where to come, what to bring, and a pre-fit questionnaire. And in that questionnaire we're gathering information about yourself, the type of riding that you've done in the past, and what your goals are for the future. Obviously we're interested in the type of bike that you're riding as well, and any issues that you're having on the bike and any injuries that you have which are maybe related to the bike, or maybe they're injuries that you've had in the past. When you come in, the first thing that we'll do is we do a little bit of a physical. We're looking at your leg length, making sure that you're symmetrical, and if you're not, where those discrepancies are. Also looking at your flexibility. And then what we do is we'll set your cleats up, get your cleats positioned properly, and then pop you on the bike, put your bike onto a smart trainer, as you can see behind me. And I start with video analysis. So I take some video of you riding the bike, and you can see this screen behind my left shoulder. You'll appear on the screen. You can actually see yourself riding. And what I'll do is I'll go through that, I guess, frame by frame, just freeze framing you through the pedal stroke. And we'll talk about what I see, what I think is going on. And from there we start making changes to the bike. Now, towards the end of the process, I guess midway through the fit, I use a 3D motion capture system. So I introduce the retool system. We put a bunch of LEDs on your body, and again on the trainer, under load, and increasing that load so you get to the sort of 7 out of 10 in perceived exertion. You should feel her out on the road with a load under your foot. And that will give me accurate information around your knee angle extension, your knee angle flexion, your hip angle in the closed position, your back angle, your hip vertical travel. All the critical data that helps us determine where you should ideally be seated and positioned on your bike. So the technology is quite important, gives us a lot of information. Typical outcomes that my clients report, well, number one, the first thing they report is that they're more comfortable. That should be the primary outcome of any bike fit. And then what they generally tell me is, number two, is that they run better off the bike. So getting into the right position on the bike, having your hip angle open, really helps with your run off the bike. So that's really important. If you're experiencing any difficulties running off the bike, that transition from the bike to the run is a big tell. A bike fit really helps with that. So it's a comfort, it's an easier transition to the run off the bike. It's more efficiency through the pedal stroke, so people tend to find that they can get through the stroke a lot easier when the saddle's set at the right height and the right fore aft. Also the power. Generally people will tell me that their power has gone up. Not all the time, but it's a common comment from my customers. And certainly that their speed has gone up. So aerodynamics is something we certainly look at for a triathlon time trial fit. So we want to get into a position that's obviously aerodynamic. Nobody wants to be out on course any longer than they have to. But the position has to be comfortable and it has to be sustainable, and we want to make sure that you're not getting injured. So they're really the key things. Now, I carry a whole bunch of saddles. I carry aero bars, I carry aero bar extensions, etc, etc. So whether it's a time trial bike or whether it's a road bike with clip-on aero bars, or whether you're wanting to put clip-on aero bars on a standard road bike, something that we can accommodate in that triathlon bike fit.